often you're going to have more than one choice in making a decision, not simply is it raining or is it not raining. And so you'll typically have to make a decision between multiple options. So let's look at a temperature comparison. So we're going to have the variable temperature and we're going to initialize it to assign an initial value to 0. And so this is going to be a numeric comparison, and I'm going to walk through what will happen based on how this variable changes. So we're going to have an if, then, else statement. If, and because I'm lazy, want to write less, we're going to just change this from temperature. And you find we do this a lot in programming too. If temp is clear, we abbreviate a lot. So we're going to set the variable temp initially equal to 0. And we'll come back and see what happens when we change this. So we're going to do if temp equals 0, print brr, because 0 is cold. If, so we usually do an else statement, an elif statement. There's some various options here. Else, and this is our action. If this is not true, this won't run. So this only happens when this condition is met. For anything else, the else condition will be the one that executes. So I like to do what I call desk checking. Desk checking is to read through the logic and think what's going to happen. And we'll play with this in a couple different ways. So we're going to play with what temp can equal. When we had temp equal to 0, it prints brr. But what if temp is equal to 17? Well, if it's 17 degrees Fahrenheit, that's still pretty cold. But in this case, what would be printed would be because it's not exactly equal to 0. So we're going to need to do some other comparisons other than just is it equal. So there's a couple of different ways that we can adjust this. We could have it where we do string comparison, or we can compare ranges, and we're going to look at each of those options in the upcoming sections.